Hello, everybody. I'm hoping that this is I think it's working. I'm sorry that I kind of threw this at you last minute. I honestly didn't think I had enough for a video today. And then people start sending me things. Thank you again, Kathy. And I start scrolling and going, oh, yeah, there's that. Oh, yeah, there's that. So I have a few things. And again, I'm live. It's been a completely unplanned live week. So yay to that, going halfway decently. I do believe my sound is working. I've got my little headphone in. It seems things seem to be operating as they should. I'm gonna do one more check. Yep. All right. Cool. We're gonna go with it. I have some things to talk about at the very end, but I'm gonna wait until then so we can get right to it. A couple of new things. I'm starting us off with a throwback though, just because it came across and I kind of got a giggle and I like to share the joy when I can, so I will. Hi, Linda. Hi, Linda. Happy Friday. Happy Friday to everybody. Hello, and thanks for joining us. Point Blank 1959, getting us started off with the Outlander Season 4 red carpet premiere in LA 2018. Seems to have been a blast. Says stars Deborah Williams. Whole lot of ats and hashtags here, but we know who we're looking at. We've got Richard, Sophie, Sam, Katrina, and John camping it up, of course. So a great picture, nice throwback, nice way to get us started. I do have a little bit from folks that we know pretty well. Here we got some Outlander Diaries podcast, and two others share this: kiss, marry, or push through the stones. It was all kinds of shenanigans on this week's episode to celebrate Jessica's birthday. Listen now on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, and I did get a kick out of their responses to the push, marry, or stone.
Marry, kiss, or push through the stones. Jamie, Roger, or Lord John?
Okay, I got my answer.
Okay.
I'd probably marry Roger as much as I want to say Jamie. Roger is definitely husband material, okay? Kiss Jamie. And then push Lord John through the stones because I'm not his type and I would hope he ends up in a time where he can be with his type.
Oh, wait, that's really good.
Push him through the stones like forward in time.
I'm gonna give different answers. I'm gonna say marry Jamie because it's Jamie.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say kiss Lord John because he is a cutie. I know he's not into me, but one kiss, I mean, you know. And then push through the stones. Roger's not my type. See you, Roger. Bye.
Noted. Jess is not into historians.
That's one way to look at it. All right. Let me know below. Who would you kiss, marry, or push through the stones? It's a tough one. That is a tough one. I wouldn't want to push anyone through the stones. Although I do like the idea that you push Lord John through the stones so that maybe he can go forward in time and find a place that he could be himself more openly. So I like that answer. That one was good. Yeah, let me know below. What would you do? Push, marry, or push through the stones, kiss, or marry. Yeah, there's her. Lauren Lyall, and I'll tell you what. When I first saw this, I was like, "Did Nell have her baby? What happened? How? No." The hair totally threw me off. Laura Lyall shares this. It's Kieran Peary 2 press day. Kieran Peary season 2, and so we have some of her just kind of press day. All right. Gotta look nice, like we're watching it for the very first time. I mean, she went with simple. Lauren's been doing like the very natural look lately, and I am here for it, honestly. She looks fantastic. And again, I'm sure it took an hour for her to look like that. But I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if it took 5 minutes either. Let's see. I already did that. There it. And we are up to Katrina. Caitlyn ORyan. She has another poem out for us. Who are you? And what is it that you stand for? I hope to God you know the answer. I return to these questions. A poem won't do much. Okay, and she has some suggestions for those of us who would like to see change. Although it is the over the pond version, we've got plenty of equivalents. We didn't come up with any of this originally. So let's see what I loved hearing what she has. Let's hear it.
How much capacity do you have for tragedy? Or are you getting so numb that it's losing the gravity? How much more space can you give to the rage till it gets so consuming you choose not to engage? How many more fucks can you practically give about strangers unknown who are fighting to live? Is your image worth more than the things you abhor? You claimed you'd never be complicit, now you're feeling less sure. If you post but don't oppose, are your politics for show? Are you weary? Are you wary? Is it all too fucking scary? Are you getting tired of caring? Are you muting out the blaring? Is it tearing you apart? Or you don't know where to start? Find your heart. Find your humanity. Hold your own through this depravity. If you're seeing something, shout it. Put your money where your mouth is. This is more than you and likes. This is basic human rights. Say it with your chest. Don't wait for something else to come along that's even worse. This is not some first rehearsal. Violence breeds violence. It sleeps in our silence. It rests and restores and returns more deplorable. Use your voice for those who can't. Use your voice because you still can. Hold on to your integrity, nurture it authentically, because eventually you will be asked, who are you and what is it that you stand for? I hope to God you know the answer. Thank you.
That was pertinent to the moment. Well done, Caitlyn. You just always knock it out of the park and give us some thinking to be thinking about. My words are bad. Hers are good. That's why we watch her. And I don't do poems. Let's see. Oh, yeah, Tobias, and I have this all little sized, but Outlander Stuff shares this repost of the Vicarious Voyager for info. Thanks, Linda. And as we all know, Tobias has a new movie coming out. It is very racetracky, and I will probably end up seeing it because my husband will probably want to see it. Although I did avoid Ford versus her Ferrari, which I now need to watch for our chat next Wednesday. Let's see what this is here.
Menzies is stepping into the fast lane, swapping palace walls for pit lanes. He's bringing his signature charm to one of the year's most adrenaline-fueled films, F1. Take a look.
Some people look at Sonny Hayes. They see a guy who lives in a van, a gambling junkie who missed his shot, the best that never was. But I see ability. My rook is a phenomenal talent, but he's young.
And Tobias joins me now. Welcome.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, this was so much fun to watch. I was like, what? It's like, it is one of those high octane movies. Like, how do you describe this to people?
I would describe it as big and it's fast.
Yes.
And I think what the film does amazingly is really take an audience, hopefully, inside this very extraordinary world, but also inside the car. I think the driving stuff is amazing.
Yeah.
And it feels genuinely fast and dangerous, and with genuine jeopardy. And that's partly because the actors Damson and Brad were driving real cars around those racetracks.
Oh
and
my
so
gosh.
all that stuff really pays off in a really exciting way.
It really does, because it really does feel like you're in it, and it made me want to watch it and like be a fan of Formula One and race car driving in general. I heard that you've actually been a fan for a long time, right?
No, you've got false information.
I did get false information.
The honest truth is, I actually didn't know a lot about Formula One before doing this film. But so caught up on Drive to Survive, which I think is a big influence on this film, and has brought a big audience to the sport. And then, and then obviously we shot at a lot of the Grand Prix. And so,
So now are you a fan?
Yeah, it's a crazy world, but it's pretty, there's a lot of money and there's a lot of cars.
Yeah, let's talk about your character, because at first, you kind of think he's a bit of a wild card. You don't know what to expect from him. He doesn't have much power. There's a little something darker underneath. How do you describe him without getting into trouble?
Away, that's not my problem. I would say he's a guy who has investment in the team. He's Javier Bardem's right-hand man. But he's not quite all that he seems, I guess would be the way to tease it.
Yeah, I mean, and what a cast this movie has. I mean, Brad Pitt, Javier Bardem, Damson Idris, who I was not that familiar with. He is so good in this film, too. Yeah. How was the whole vibe on set? Was it, like, intense, or was it just real chill? Because Brad Pitt's a chill guy.
He is. I mean, I really love this sort of ensemble nature of it. You've got lots of very different, really talented actors. Kerry being amazing in it. And so I think you get a lot of different ingredients, led by, I think, a brilliant performance by Brad. Yeah.
Well, you're also in another movie. It's called The Entertainment System is Down, right?
Yes, you heard about that.
Yes, I heard about that. It's a long flight, the entertainment. What can you tell me about this film? Like, The Entertainment System is Down. I know that from life experience, and it's horrible.
Had a long haul flight without any...
Just not that long ago, from Copenhagen back to New York with no entertainment system.
Okay, so this is the story of your life.
Yes, it was not fun at all.
Made by a brilliant Swedish director called Ruben Östlund, who made Triangle of Sadness and Force Majeure. And the premise is a long haul flight where the entertainment system goes down as the plane takes off. And so it really becomes a sort of social comedy about what happens when you remove the screens, really. And it's very Ruben Östlund. It's wild, it's funny, it has a bit of darkness,
Yeah. Now, I mean, I feel like people know you from character, like period dramas, right?
I guess that's
The
true.
Crown, Outlander. Do you feel like that really like resonates with you, or do you think that's just what you get cast for?
I think maybe a bit of both. I think
Yeah.
I'm also drawn to those big old classic stories. I think Outlander's example where it has real scale, and a lot of opportunity to really sort of stretch your sort of muscles as an actor, and The Crown is the same, and I guess this film is a little bit of a departure, and it's something a bit more modern and a sort of more of a genre piece, a thriller, a sports film, so which I haven't done before. And it was
Nice to see you in this role as well. It is such a good film. It's going to be like the hit of the summer, in my opinion. So be sure to catch F1 in theaters nationwide on Friday, June 27th. Thank you so much for stopping by. Now, Tobias Menz is...
All right. So who's going to... I think, I probably will end up seeing it. I say either with my husband or just because Tobias is in it, and I'm going to want to say it. Real quick, want to say hi to Linda and Kathy and Stacy and Jackie. Hi, thanks so much for joining me here today. Again, I had no plan to do all these lives this week. It's just how time worked out. And... I have more. I have Sam. Booktopia Books and Sam Heughan share this, and I'm not going to babble a lot. We're just gonna get to it.
Hey, can you guys just watch Sam Heughan for me?
Yeah.
Hey, what? Watch you? Oh, Sam Heughan? This Sam Heughan? Or...
Hey, can you guys just watch Sam Heughan for me?
He didn't want to stand there and get watched, so he put his book there so we could watch the picture of him. Okay. I'm growing more fond of the haircut, can I just say? But more, if anything, what makes him attractive is he seems just happy with himself, happy with what's going on in his world. Awesome. So I'll take that, absolutely. And then this here, Outlander Stuff shares a repost from the Vicarious Voyager, Sam at the Booktopia Books warehouse and signing limited copies of his Cocktail Diaries repost. Now, I have to say, it looks more like he's signing stickers that are going to get put in the books. So, I mean, that's still really cool. But, I mean, I don't know. Very cool. And to whoever is lucky enough to get a signed Sam anything, yay. You know what? I'm pretty sure I ordered a picture, an autographed picture before the C2E2, and I never got it. I might have something to say there. All right, I do have one last thing, and I'm going to have to do a little bit of moving stuff around real quick so we can all see it. And this is the evolution from Outlander to Bloodshot. Take a look at Sam Heughan's evolution. Sources are UK Esquire, Twitter, Sam Heughan. And just for the heck of it, I thought, why the heck not? A lot of heck's going on. Just can't watch my language enough.
What had he done?
He spied.
Well, I was just standing outside, near Piccadilly Tube Station. And I noticed this gentleman. And I spoke to him and he spoke to me. Something the matter?
I think it's only fair you should know. Could have mentioned that last night, maybe?
But last night wasn't about work. Was it? Like I said, I enjoyed last night.
A blood vessel burst, causing internal bleeding.
Although he didn't know it, I'm afraid he's on borrowed time.
If you start feeling sorry for yourself, he'll sling you straight on the scrap heap. We're off to the pub. Coming?
You're too stiff.
Well, I could say the same thing about you.
I meant your arm.
Well, how's it supposed to
What did she
be?
mean?
Response. That's better. Now, you need to count. 1, 2, 3.
Counting's hard, okay? All those numbers, they have to go in the right order. How irritating is that, really?
Doesn't it bother you that
To present.
I'm not a virgin?
Well, no. As long as it doesn't bother you that I am. I was
Also, all good.
so desperate for inspiration, I Googled the word philosophy today. There are 138 million hits. There are 6.7 billion people in this world. That means that theoretically there could be unique philosophy for about every 50 people.
Still think he needs to work on
are you
his
going to use that to
American
get your job back?
People at my job just tried to kill all of us, so to be honest, I'm not sure who to trust anymore. But thank you for trusting me.
Oh. Still, please, I'm very upset with this character. Don't extra arms for weekends. Okay, that is all the trouble I'm here to cause.
that turned human Spock back into a Vulcan.
Yeah, we'll look at them some more. Hey, look, it's them. I know them. All right, guys, that's everything I have for us today as far as Outlander goes and the fun world of the characters that they play and the actors that play them. Yeah, that's it. I think I had a little bit. I was really excited to see another poem from Caitlyn. So I don't know about you, but I think it's pertinent and timely, and so that's why it's included. As always, a big thank you to Kathy for letting me know there's something that she shared from TikTok that I may save for a future video, but I don't TikTok, so it's a little tricky to get it working properly up here. I'll do a pre-record for that one. If I find any more stuff, I may or may not do a video over the weekend because I have a very busy weekend. I am surrounded by and we need to pack up my mother's china and crystal to move to her smaller home because she has sold the family house. And this is not a problem. It's okay. She and Dad have been needing to do that for a while. And so she finally took the opportunity to do that. And now we are packing. So I have stuff to pack. And then I have my daughter's gifts that she'll be opening after childcare today. And then I have the gift bags for her party for Saturday. And then I have the things I'm taking to Las Vegas. And my office is going to be a disaster till September. I keep saying it's going to get better. It's not. It's worse. It's just worse and worse and worse. Anyway, thanks for listening to my rant. I do have more to say here, but just a moment. I do want to thank everybody who has been supporting me on this channel. Thank you to all of my members. I think there's like 13 of you now. Thank you so much. And I appreciate that monthly support. Just from the bottom of my heart, big time thanks. I have 2 new donors that donated yesterday, and I want to thank them profusely. They're both anonymous, so I'm trying to respect that as best I can. But thank you so much. Just thank you. I will have a new total here on Monday because I have at least 1 or 2 payments that should come through over the weekend. They're big payments, but I like any of the numbers will change. We'll be good with. Yes? Okay, good. I want to give a big shout out to everybody who has been telling me their stories of their parents and their troubles with dementia, how things change between parents and children during this time, watching them change and forget and having like those great moments where they actually recognize you. A lot of you have sent me letters and posts to share your experiences, and from the bottom of my heart, I really, truly appreciate you sharing that with me. I know I'm not in this alone. I have family around me, but the things you think that are in your mind, the experiences you have, those are kind of lonely. And so you all sharing those with me has made me feel less lonely, and I really appreciate that. One of you in particular really enjoyed your email over in the last day or two, and I'm sorry I didn't open it until this morning. I really enjoyed that you, from the bottom of my heart, I appreciate that you say that my channel helped you get through some of those difficult times. I am going to tear up just a little bit, but I'm not going to cry, I promise. And I appreciate that you're opening up and giving that memory to me to give me a little strength to move forward. I also very much appreciated that you ended it with a story about your grandchild being shocked that Grandma watched a show that had sex in it. So thank you so much. Thanks to everybody. There have been a couple of requests for a P.O. box, and I did get a P.O. box, but I didn't put it in here. So I'm going to very quickly give you the P.O. box. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make it as easy as I can on all of us. If you give me half a second, I'm going to find a way to post it here very quickly without revealing other people's information. That is what's the tricky part. Okay, so it is, if you would like to listen while I type, Katie's Corner in space, as you might think, P.O. Box 57, Bluffton, Indiana 46714. All right, let's see if I did that in a way that will allow you to see it here in a moment ish, kind of, maybe. There we go. And there, right here. There it is. Should I make that bigger? I probably should make that bigger. I should make that bigger. But in case I don't, some people had asked for the P.O. box, and I neglected. I had put it up for a while, and then I took it down just for privacy reasons. But if you had wanted my P.O. box, there it is there for you. Yeah, I don't know why you wanted it. I know why one of you wanted it, but other people just asked what it was. So there it is, and that hopefully will be helpful if you needed it for anything. I think that's all I have. I have to go bake 2 cakes and put them together and make them one cake to feed at least 17 children that we know probably will be there or have not said they aren't going to be there. Plus probably, brothers and sisters tag along. You want to make sure the parents can have a piece of cake. Anyway, I got stuff to do. I got preparations. There's a party tomorrow, 1 o'clock. Stuff. So I think that's everything. Thank you again to my members, to the people who have donated to my car fund, rather anonymously or by name. Thank you so much. Every day it seems like I get just a little bit closer, either by research or by my funds increasing. So thanks for your support. In whatever manner you do it, whether you have given, whether you have shared, whether you're a penny, it all counts. I really, truly appreciate it. I think that is everything I have. Don't forget that we've got Gina Hubble coming on Monday to answer any questions you may have about the gathering in Sassenach City. If you want to ask her how Sam smells, you may do that as well. I know she's met him a few times. Other than that, I think I'm going to let you go. Please have a really great and safe weekend. It's very unlikely that I will post anything, but you never can tell. So just be safe, be good, be happy, be good to each other, and watch out for any plans for the 4th of July that may be coming out. All right. I love to all. Don't forget, every donation made between now and the 4th of July, for every $5, you get an entry into our raffle. And I will leave you at that. Hi, Eileen, you kept catching me again. Hi, how you doing? And to everybody, Sally, thank you very much. Sally, give me a heart. I'll take a heart. Hi, and Jackie, have an awesome weekend. Everybody, have an awesome weekend. I'm going to go. I could sit here and chat, but I really do have stuff I need to go do. Be safe. Love you all. As you know, if you need more Outlander information, want to catch up on this week, just check out the playlist below because there's stuff. And until the next video, have a great weekend.